Look at all that juice right there. That's what I'm talking about, friends. If you cook that chicken breast just right, you're gonna have plenty of moisture in there. In this video, I'm gonna share with you guys the easiest technique and recipe to make some quick and flavorful chicken fajitas on the grill. I'll also share with you guys how to make a super flavorful marinade with a few special ingredients to boost up that flavor. Welcome back, y'all, to week 2 of 5 with this special partnership with Walmart for the Get Your Grill On Challenge. In this 5-week series, we're sharing delicious recipes, grilling tips, and how-to videos to get you grilling like a pro by Memorial Day, the official kickoff of summer. So whether you're new to grilling or looking to improve your cooking skills, this series will show you how to save time and money with Walmart and warm up that grill for the spring. All right, now let's grill some chicken fajitas. Vámonos! Now, first things first, what is a chicken fajita? Now, technically, a fajita is a piece of meat sliced into little strips. The word fajita means little belt, and so a little strip is technically a little belt. And today we're doing these Sanderson Farm boneless, skinless chicken fillets. What we're gonna do is we're gonna marinate them in a delicious marinade. Then we're gonna grill them and baste them a little bit. And then we're gonna get them onto the cutting board and slice and serve them as fajitas. Now, before we jump into the grilling, let me share a few tips with y'all. Now, the first tip we have today is a time-saving tip. Now, we're gonna be marinating our chicken today, and it's gonna take about 30 minutes, just about enough time to get our fire up and running. That way we can get to grilling a lot quicker and save ourselves a ton of time. Now, tip number 2 is a money-saving tip. Chicken is one of the most affordable cuts of meat, and you can feed a lot of family and friends with chicken. And it will be delicious with this recipe. Just a general tip, the best chicken is one that is cooked perfectly. And to do that today, we're gonna manage our fire perfectly and pull that chicken at 165 degrees. Let's get started with 1 cup of our bettergoods juice blend. We want some liquid in there for moisture. In addition to that, it adds a really delicious flavor. We're gonna add 1 cup of orange juice. Again, we're ramping up the flavor, number 1. Number 2, it brings a little bit of acidity and it helps the marinade penetrate into the chicken. We're using 4 teaspoons of soy sauce. Soy is just a really great ingredient to add in any marinade. It really ramps up the flavor. We're gonna use 1 teaspoon of Nate's honey. You always wanna balance a little bit of sweet with the acid, about 2 tablespoons of lime. Now, the reason I like to use lime juice in my marinades is because it brings a nice tart flavor. Now, next up, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of chipotle and adobo sauce. They came right out of the can. And we're also gonna use 1 whole chipotle, but I'm gonna mince that up really fine. Now, chipotle is just a very traditional flavor with fajitas. We're gonna add about 1/4 of a medium white onion. Ooh, this is smelling good already. It just really does smell great. We're gonna add our seasonings, and it's gonna be 1 teaspoon of salt, a dash of cumin, and about 1/4 teaspoon of oregano. We've got all our ingredients in there. Let's go ahead and whisk it all up. We wanna dissolve that honey. This smells great, friends. It really smells good. We've got it all whisked up. I'd say our marinade is ready to go. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna reserve about 1/2 cup to use it as a base a little bit later. So first things first, we're gonna open up this package right here and we're gonna get these chicken breasts. Friends, I'm gonna take my gloves off because they have that chicken on there. We're just gonna pour this right over the chicken breast here. Look at that, beautiful color. This is gonna be really good. Let me get this covered up and into the fridge while we get fired up. We've got our 2 Kingsford tumbleweeds lit up. Our charcoal should be ready in about 10 minutes. We'll be ready to grill some chicken fajitas. So I had a little sip of this juice the other day. It's really delicious. Cheers, my friend, that's delicious. Hot day next to a hot fire, cold juice, you can't go wrong at all. Here we go. All right, now once again, we're gonna do a little indirect cooking here. So we're gonna set up a dual zone. I'm gonna put all of my Kingsford briquettes over on this side here. Now, I said this in week number 1. I like to put the Kingsford in before it's totally ashed over because it's gonna last a lot longer that way. That helps you save charcoal and money too. Lids on, we're gonna set our air vent. I'm gonna open the bottom just about 1/4 of an inch and we're about halfway up here on top. So we're shooting to cook right around 300 degrees. Get my little onion holder here. Ooh, you hear that? It's actually sizzling. Look at that smoke. Woo, woo. I'm gonna drop a couple of these flour tortillas in here, and y'all stay with me. I'm gonna show you the super good trick with these tortillas here in just a minute. We're gonna go ahead and get our onion ready. This is gonna be for the chicken fajitas. I'm gonna take this red onion, cut it in half. I'm gonna take these bell peppers, cut these in half. Now, it's super traditional to have a little bit of bell pepper and a little bit of onion anytime you make fajitas. Let's get these on the grill right now, and we will check our tortillas while we're in there. Ooh, they're puffing up. All right, let's get these on here first. Kind of on the edge of the charcoal. The onions go right over the fire. We're gonna flip these tortillas over, let them continue to cook. The bell peppers are getting a nice little char, so we're gonna flip them over, turn them this way. We're gonna go ahead and get our onions and flip these over. We're gonna flippity flip these tortillas. They're getting crunchy. Can anybody guess what I'm fixing to do here with these tortillas? Leave me a comment with your best guess. Tortillas have a nice golden color coming along. I think they're about ready for our little trick here. Listen to that. Yeah, these are ready to go. We're gonna get a little bit of honey and give it a little pour and then give it a bite. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, baby. Love the flavor that honey brings, and in addition to that, the nutritional benefit. Cheers, my friends. Let's go ahead and pull these out. Our onions should be just right too. Let's go ahead and slice up these bell peppers. I like to cut them in half about like that. I love the way these bell peppers smell when they're grilled like that. They have a really nice aroma. Next up will be the onion. So what I like to do with these is take this outer layer off completely, make some nice long slits kind of sideways. And so there you have it, friends. We have all of our bell peppers and our onions together here. Now we have our chicken out. I went and got it out of the refrigerator, so we're gonna uncover it and get it onto the grill. We don't have to rinse it or do anything. I'm gonna put it indirect for about 2 or 3 minutes. That's gonna allow the moisture to drip off, and it's not gonna quench my fire. So I have the marinade here that we had our chicken in. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna go discard it. This is the one that we reserved. This is, remember, half a cup. We're gonna baste our chicken with this. In a couple of minutes, let's get in here and flip these chickens. We want that moisture to dry off a little bit. You're not gonna get rid of it completely. Let them drip just a little bit. See, these chicken breasts are kind of big. They're a little thinner on one side. Kind of always want to get them up to temperature a little bit and bring them up. You can throw them right away, right on the fire. But remember, they were in the refrigerator, so they're very cold on the inside. So you want them to come up to temp a little bit before you get them onto the direct fire. We'll be back in about 2 more minutes, and we're going straight to the fire. And so I'm gonna flip them one more time, but this time we're flipping them right over the coals, just like that. Now remember, we were running a dual zone grill here, so we're gonna tighten them up right up here, right over the fire. And again, you still want to try to keep the thin part of the breast a little further away from the direct heat underneath here. Now the other thing you want to do is you want to make sure you have a meat thermometer. You do not want to cook chicken breast in the thick part over 165 degrees. So I'm going to flip these chicken breasts over because, ooh, look at that. Beautiful little char. So we've got our lid back on. We're getting really close. They were at about 105 to 117 altogether as an average. We want them to get up closer to 130, and then we're going to get them indirect. Then we're going to take our marinade and we're going to baste this marinade on there. The marinade will attach to the outside of the meat and bring an extra layer of flavor. We're almost done here, friends. See, that one's sweating? Man, look at that. Beautiful little char. Let's check the temperature because I think it's time to baste. Yep, we're getting real close to 130 degrees. Remember, we do not want to overcook the chicken. That one is 130. We are definitely ready to baste. And we're not going to kill our fire. We're just going to add this baste here. We want to drizzle all this marinade. We're going to close the lid one more time. Before we do, we're going to check temperature one more time. We're at 145. We're getting really close, friends. 144. Talk about consistency. That Kingsford Charcoal, it is on the money. 149, 156. This one's almost done. So that tells me there's a little bit more heat on this side of the grill. So what I'm gonna do, keep everything nice and even. I'm gonna swap these two on the ends. It's the one that was the furthest behind, so we'll put that over here. Get this one on this side, a little further away. And we're gonna baste one more time, and then we are done. We are out of marinade, and we wanna make sure that cooks on as well. We don't want it to be dripping. It's been another 5 minutes. 162, that's perfect. 163, that's perfect. 161, perfect. Friends, these chicken breasts are perfect. Don't want to pull them past 165. The carryover cooking will get them done past 165. All right, we're just gonna tent them a little bit in some foil. And I'm also going to crack open my Herdez salsa. One of my things when I have salsa, I always gotta taste before, after, in the middle, all the time. I love salsa. I can taste the tomato, the little bit of onion in there. It's very savory. I love warm salsa. Get it onto the grill, and while we slice fajitas, we're gonna warm up my salsa. I wanted to show y'all something here. Look at all that juice right there. If you cook that chicken breast just right, you're gonna have plenty of moisture in there. We're gonna slice this up just like that. Man, oh man, look at that, it looks gorgeous. And that, my friends, you could call a chicken fajita. I can't wait to take a bite. Oh yeah, baby. You can taste a little bit of that marinade. Let's get some of these veggies here onto our chicken. You guys could smell this. It actually smells really great. We want to get some of the chicken fajitas here, a little bit of the onion, a little bit of the bell pepper, and a lot of the chicken fajita right here. We want that delicious char on there as well. If you guys been following me for a while, you know that I like my tacos nice and fat. These are nice and fat. All we have left to do here is pour our Herdez salsa onto our tacos. Ooh, that's a lot. Of course, you can never have too much salsa on your taco, right? That's my way of thinking. Look at that, friends. Just beautiful tacos right here. It's time for my favorite part of every video I make, the bite. This is really, really good. You have a nice soft tortilla with a little grill flavor on there. Nice charred grilled chicken. The onion and the bell pepper are just right soft. They still have a little crunch and a little bit of a texture. Makes for one very, very delicious bite. Yum, yum. Now that wraps up week 2 of 5 in this spring Get Your Grill On series with Walmart. If you want to find this recipe with a full list of ingredients as well as grilling tips, how-to videos, and more, you can click the link in my description and head to the Get Your Grill On destination page on walmart.com to find it all there. Now next week, I'm sharing something special with y'all. We're bringing Mama Tex back to the channel for her requested Mother's Day meal. We're making an easy pizza on the grill. So don't miss it, and I'll see you there. Boom!